Alrighty, and no count in anymore, guys, because we are swapped off of Streamlabs and just straight into some OBS. So things aren't going to be quite as fancy for a couple of minutes. Just give me some days to work this out. But tonight, coming at you, we got week 4 of Ichor League. It's going to be Team NWA, formerly known as Space Shoes, as they take on Model 1 Red. Now, Model 1, that org, running pretty high off of that last night's win in AEL. You know, Model 1 White taking it home for their boys. Let's hope to see some good stuff out of Model 1, or Red, which I believe is supposed to be the main team. I could be wrong. I'm being invited by everybody. Who's hosting? And Mod 1 lobby. Alright, now Smurf is in. Alright, I think we should be going pretty soon. We're just, like I said, we're working on getting that lobby set up. Sorry about that little bit of delay, guys. It's the little fine details. But the maps tonight, here's where things are going to get interesting. Border, Cafe, and Night Haven's Lab. Now ignore it. It says Cafe is map 2. Cafe will be map 1. So we'll see how it goes. Now, pretty good map here. Nothing to, hate on. I love it. I'm just reading the chat right now because these guys are going back and forth a little bit chatting. Yeah, Cafe is a great map for those real tack-style holds. Can I go? Bro, I said this at the start when you mod 1 on right. Alright. Then map 2 would be Border. Now Border, it's a far hold map. It's something you got to make sure that you keep that gun skill up, because you got to defend the opposite side, deny any sort of aggression over. And honestly, Mod 1, the way that they can play this game at times, I got a feeling we're gonna see that out of them. However, Space Shoes do come in here with a super high reputation and a lot on their shoulders of what they got to do, what they got to perform to. So I'm expecting some massive things out of that side. Again, they're not Shoobs anymore. They're Team NWA for right now. Just a lot going on that I don't feel like getting into. But for now, tonight, they're Team NWA. They hopefully can bring the attitude with them. Now, it's all going to come down to Border, in my opinion. Cafe, it's too much of a toss-up map. It can, it's really defender-sided, as we've seen countless times in the past. But we've also seen great attacking teams come in there and just rip through it. Border, it's going to play into that similar vibe of we never know who's going to win what, who's going to win where. But Border at least has that advantage to the defense of how setups have got to happen, what you need to hold, and honestly, where the attackers need to push from, because there's not a whole lot of entry position here. Cafe, you do fall into similar boats for those upstairs sites. However, it is super easy to gain control from below through that map. Then last but not least tonight, we're going to have Night Haven Labs, my personal favorite map, because you always see some levels of creativity. The box was built there for competitive play, and teams have just started stacking ideas on ideas on ideas to build some sinister holes out of it. So hopefully we're able to see some great defensive rounds here. That's all I care about tonight. I want some good defense. The attacking rounds are good. Your attacks, if they're clean, they're solid, they're sexy, they're sweet. But the defenses, that's the nitty gritty in the trenches of how you're going to have to hold all of these spots. And that's what I love to see. And it looks like, okay, I was going to say, do we have another observer coming in here tonight? Because that's kind of what it looked like. No, we're just bouncing around a little bit, having some fun. Wondering if I'm ready? I was born ready. Well, born early. But still. As we're prepping it up now, we're going to get rolling into Cafe here in a brief moment. Like I said, we're going to be seeing Model 1 starting on the attacks. We're going to see NWA starting out with their defenses. And Cafe, I mean, there's not a whole lot that can be done, but let's see what they can whip out of it. Alrighty guys, we are in it to win it now. Band phase coming through in the Monty and Mira immediately pulled. Someone in chat asking when's it start? In about 2 minutes is when the game gets underway from what you can see. But for me, it's already happening, yo. That's the key of the delay here, y'all. Oh, let me, I just realized I gotta put up the current map, which will be Cafe. Did not do that earlier. Y'all get to see those nice overlays. Following up, we got a Yang and a Valkyrie band. It seems like we're going to see the NWA team trying to deny a lot of utility push and utility play here with the Yang and the Monty gone. That Monty, he's a walking camera. He is the team that can pull themselves straight through and just kind of opens up a lot of ground to take behind him. Follow that up with a Yang, and honestly, your Monty push is unbeatable. On this attacking side, though, we're going to see them getting rid of Valkyrie and Mira because they don't want to deal with the extra intel. They don't want to deal with being seen from everywhere. They're just trying to get in there and get the game going. Now, I mean, it looks like they want to put, this NWA team in a position where they have to rely purely on gun skill. And that could be a bad thing. I mean, I don't know how Space Shoes performs. This is my first time casting them. I don't know how Mod 1 Red will perform. I've only ever casted the white team.
10 seconds to insertion.
If they bring out that same level of skill and hopefully that same level of trash talk, we could see Mod 1 white or red pull some insane things out. Now there is no spawn peeks this round, which is a little bit sad. Man, I always love to see some good spawn peeks. Get a gun out the window, even if you're just ripping rounds, just to be a little bit in the wing. This defense is very well prepped though. Good setup everywhere. And as much as I hate to admit it, I love to see a good mute play. The Azami setup, though, for Piano's side, she is a major part of this defense. She has got to stay up. Lays a little bit of damage out there to Zach, though. If he's able to take this pick onto the ace, that would be a massive thing for him. But he's got a player, a Guillemot, swinging his windows, denying all of his zombie barricades. Utility ripped out the door. And now we are into it as these attackers, again, just already getting super aggressive on the way through. Veronic's trying to hit a quick peek there. And the Azami pinned into the corner. Sees the elbow, sees the head, but not able to take it off. No one trading damage out there. Again, these guys have got to pick this push speed up just a touch if you want to see them succeed. And, I mean, it's a very good possibility, though, that they might be locked out here. This Azami has great positioning on him, but Lowe's able to find the Azami and pull him out of his positioning. RV is out. That opens up his Piano for a lot harder of a push. You got Raxon, who is kind of pinned into this bathroom, but his flick goes to run in. Mod 1 drops a body. They do have their ace going in there as well. And we see a collapse attack starting to come in here. Walls being pulled open for the connector wall. And there's Ace saying, hey, now I just have to be a gun. Trying to open up right onto Warden now, forcing him out of position. Fire coming in, 2 to flip the Capital. And a hard execute is underway. Zach with a wonderful angle, abusing these head holes against the defenders here. But the swing up from Warden could result in something deadly, but he gets a great pick there. Raxon up to a double. Will he pull a 3K is what I'm hoping for, man. The way he's been swinging so far tonight proves a lot of confidence in their abilities. And we see Chronic saying, you know what, you're going to swing up these angles. We're not going to let you. And now makes it a head hold game. Swing in, taking into the bathroom. And he's taken down. Jeff did find Smurf. But Burger will find Chronic. Jeff up to a double killer. Hefe. But Loath swings in by himself. 2v1 now as Raxon is the last alive. Gets a down onto Hefe. And found by Loth as Loth pulls himself, what, a 3K that round? In a game that is absolutely skin of the teeth to pull through on. Already off to a hot start here. I mean, I knew this game was going to be competitive coming into it. I didn't expect that we were going to be down to 1v1 scenarios in the first round. But that is the way to do it. Pulling it up here for round 2, we will be seeing a kitchen side hold. The defender's deciding, hey man, maybe that upstairs hold won't work out quite well for us. They did a very good collapse on it and took a lot of space quick as soon as they started to take. And we see some aggressive holes being opened up by this NWA team. Now, I'm going to make the assumption that they are going to be playing it very, very aggressively. I guess that kind of, you know, just backs the point of saying they're aggressive head holes here. Don't mind me, just talking to myself. But, I mean, they did have a lot of raw power on that last round. A lot of frag potential.
10 seconds to insertion.
Going pretty much pick for pick with this attacking team until those last two guys. They just weren't quite there. They didn't quite edge them over the line.
Attackers objective
And now
to
we
locate a
see
bomb and defuse it.
Smurf up here. He is going to, oh, come on, man. Hit a spawn peak. That's what we're here to see. Everybody wants to see some good old spawn peaks. This is Siege. But downstairs, this part of the hold is what matters. Over here in the VIP area, or Christmas, whatever you want to call it. Because if they lose this Melusi here, or even her shield, it opens them up for a white push. And you can hear this attack is attempting it already. With the ace making way, giving them a set of holes in, and flashbangs out from Loath. They are going to be trying to do everything they can to clear RV out of position. Smokes on him as well. They really hate this dude being here. They don't even want to see him. Grenades out from the Lion, getting rid of some of those ADSs. And it opens RV up for a heavy push here soon. Braxton is there, though, to cover his 6. And he will be droned out. Oh, just misses the drone with that EMP. Now we hear a hard recharge ripping something open. I'm not quite sure what yet.
Drone active.
I believe that might have been maybe a hatch. But either way, Smurf up on the Roman reading room. Raxon ran down by Flick. Good first pick here for the Mod 1 team. But Smurf is able to find Loath, getting a good one for himself. Flicky's a ton of damage here from Christmas' side of RV. And goes for a re-swing, but RV is just there and he is ready for it. The fire now, a great map element being added to this game. I love seeing how they start implementing and using this. And Zach runs in, takes some space, and we got Smurf finding Hefe. But in Burker there, Eli found by Zach. Zach getting in and getting aggressive. Burker going for the swing. Gets down by Burker. Finished. And we now see Chronic left in a 1v2. Not a lot of HP left for these defenders. Will Ram have enough to pull it out? She does have it on R4C. However, Smurf is chilling close with a shotgun in hand, but drones are coming out. It is going to be a very, very clutch moment here. We see Mod 1 in the exact opposite position that they just put NWA in last round. Chronic running up, taking the engagement against the shotgun, finds the pick there onto Smurf, and is now trying to hit the shot here onto Burker. Chilling close, he is watching those footholds. A sprint across from Chronic though. Re-swing, back and forth, battle each other. Who's going to hit the quick peek hardest? Misses the SMG rounds, pulls the shotgun on Chronic. Chronic backing off to reload that R4. But he still has 14 rounds, 5 rounds left in it. Has got to make a play here. Not a lot of ammo left in the gun. Pistols out, and here we go. Running here, Chronic trying to play Ring Around the Rosie with them. Burker going to be playing close to the shotgun. Finished with the pistol. Mod 1 pulling up 2 rounds so far of map 1. And just going absolutely nut. Loath even hit him with a question mark, sir? Like, excuse me, what was that? What a stellar round there from these guys. Just getting aggressive, pulling a lot of map favor for them. And what's up, Brax? I see you in chat. Excuse me, guys. I'm still getting over being sick.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Well, Loath has left the game. I don't know if we're going to be doing a reset or not. Rehost. Looks like Mod 1 is begging for a rehost now, as they're all leaving. So yeah, I'm gonna rehost the lobby, guys. I'll be right back. Or well, actually, I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna stay right here, and we can just talk about those 2 rounds real quick. Where, oh, my replay buffer. No, the replay buffer was off, so we don't have a good instant replay. Oh, that sucks. That really sucks. Oh well. Anyway, pretty much a great round to kick it off there. Don't hate it. I mean, they played very, very well throughout a lot of that setup. It looks just like NWA might be getting outgunned a little bit here. You know, there's some very, very good swings coming from the side of Model 1. From, you know, Loth himself, he put up like 3K that first round. And just everybody else on that team has managed to pull some just great picks back and forth. Now, NWA, don't get me wrong, they put themselves in a great position to win that second round right there, but just did not pull it out. That's right, get back on your side. Get back over there, there we go. Yeah, I mean, the power was there. You know, Chronic pulled a great round there at the end. Amazing clutch with that ram. I mean, everybody on that team was just gunning out. NWA, though, you can't ignore them. That last round, they kept it close. I mean, only 2 rounds in, they're down 2-0. But they still managed to hit the shots that they needed to put themselves in a winning position. They just weren't able to close it out. They allowed Chronic to not have a pinch onto him. And honestly, that shotgun in that close a range should have won that battle. There's no reason that pistol won, but it is what it is. However, again, I'm not gonna complain. You know, back and forth brawling is the way that Siege is meant to be. Maybe we see Mod take those 2 rounds. Maybe we'll see NWA pull the next 2. There's no, you know, easy comparison of here's what just happened, here's what we know is gonna happen. But they are definitely starting in this one off extremely strong. Okay, nothing in match chat about the rehost yet. They just said that they had to. Oh well. Pull it back up to match chat. That way I can view it. Burker is bad. Okay, Slurp, I see you in chat. Trying to stay hydrated. Now, it was a pretty good brawl there. Both teams managing to try and keep themselves competitive to one another throughout most of those rounds. I'm liking what I'm seeing. A lot of trading, back and forth playing. The utility usage on the attacker side, I think, should be a little bit higher. Maybe a little bit more drone work going in here. For the defense, the best I can tell you guys, you need more traps, you need something to slow them down, and you need to keep them back and at bay. That last round where you had the Malusi playing in Christmas, she did wonderful. She bought you enough time. She managed to keep them out of sight. You need to see more of that. Especially because this is only Cafe. A map which isn't entirely dictated by, you know, site or map control. When we hit border, it's all going to be a control game. It's a ground game now. You gotta hold as much ground as possible. So far, they haven't been extending quite that much on Cafe, but it's hard to do so because it's a vertical based map. But I'd like to see NWA maybe have more of a roam game present, you know, have some people off site a little bit further. Just something to help improve that late round, that comeback, you know? Or something that forces these attackers to waste more time. If you can slow Mod 1 down, if you can keep some guys off site, you're gonna burn enough time to make it a very, very easy game for yourselves. Now, it looks like everybody else is in. Let me tell them Caster is ready. Looks like NWA is ready. And we're waiting for Mod 1 to say they're ready. Make sure my ads are turned down. They're not meant to be up. They're meant to actually be almost off. Monetization, ads. Yeah, they're as low as they go, guys. I'm sorry. I cannot lower them any further. They're honestly at 0. We're now jumping back into the game. Never mind, we're rehosting one more time. Just another quick rehost. They ballsed up the settings. It's alright. That happens. Siege is a horrible, horrible buggy game when it comes to resetting. And new DM on Twitch. Don't care. It's just a bot. Let's go over some of the other teams in here. We got Karn & Co. We got Firo. Temper. I like Temper. I see them around quite a lot. F5 Corey. They're a great team I hope to see more of in the future. Notorious. I believe they made, what, semifinals in AEL? There's a lot of very, very solid teams around this league, and I'm hoping to see more of them, you know? This season actually appears to be popping pretty well. Alright, rehost one more time. God, this sounds like the last time I casted a map. It was Rehost Central. We did like 5 rehosts in a matter of 10 minutes, I think. The wing nut on my mic is loose. That's awesome. Maud, get over on your team. Come on, Chronic. I see a lot of people bringing up Smurf and his accusations. I'm just saying, chat. I understand they're there. I'm just not acknowledging them because we're in a competitive environment. I'll be honest. We'll just see what happens when they do the PC checks. They're checking a bunch of things right now. I'm not going to comment on it any further. I hope you all enjoy the game. Should be a pretty good one. Looks like everybody is now in lobby. Let's hope that they get this thing set up and ready to go. Yeah, that's all the further I'm going to comment on tonight. I've seen some videos. I'm not going to give my opinions on them. But there's been a lot of chat. It is what it is. We'll let the officials roll that out. I'm just here to yap my head off, and I'm trying to do a good job at that, but I can only comment when we got some games. So let's get some games going. Come on, let's get in here. We got the NWA team saying they're ready. Montaigne, Yang, Valk, and Mirrorite. Yes. If only we could get into the match. Alright, so now we're starting back up. Hopefully going into the map correctly this time. We shall see here in a matter of moments. So far, scores right. Operator bands are in. And we're now going in here to the kitchen. Chronic says, my 3-1. Oh, I know, man. If I was you or if I was Loath, I would be, like, so upset. Ducky, this is Ichor.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Flip it down here through the basement. We're gonna pan around our basement. Yeah, kitchen.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Pan around. See what we got happening. It is a PC league. Seems like, oh, never mind. He's just going for hatch list. It seems like they made a listen as we see Mozzie coming up here. Hopefully he stays up on a roam. I mean, that one round where we seen Smurf up here chilling, guarding those white side stairs, he did very, very well. Why do you put cheese on the cheeseburger? Alright, so
5 seconds
I think with the same understanding, Mod 1 White talks just as much as Mod 1
Attacker's
Red does.
objective is to defuse a bomb.
You know, these teams are matching each other. Must be the Model 1 staple right there. Try and play that mental game. Flipping down, we got Smurf. He's going to be the one trying to hold himself in Christmas this time. Hopefully, he's able to find a good pick here. Ripping some rounds through. Not able to find any picks yet on him. And there are live drones coming from the attacking side. Oh, there were. Hefe does have the blitz out here on main side. Prepping to bring himself in. We hear the ram up above because there is no vertical presence. That is all the vertical now pulled by the attacking team. And I'm expecting a blitz rush here any moment, as everyone on this defense side is starting to maybe lock field a little bit. Eli is coming up here though, denying some of the ram drone. But again, not really doing too much to actually pull down upstairs until just now. As we see a blitz rush prepping. The jump in small bake on the way. Ram is already into big bakery. Trying to grenade out and flash out. The rotates in. And they have map control now. Bakery is there. Raxon with a great kill there. Taking Chronic out. Puts a little bit of a hamper on this push. But yeah, Blitz is right here. Ready to push just with him. If he was in there maybe a second earlier, we could really make a pick there. C4 out towards Blitz, dealing a lot of damage. Zach not really in a great position now to assist his team. Being swung from everywhere. RV is able to find himself a kill through there. Loth now chilling back, has got to move up and has got to assist. Jeff is still just chilling on the wall. Smurf able to find Loth, but Flick comes in the other side of the map. Going through, finds one. And there is Barker finding Hefe, and Flick is down, giving NWA their first round of the game on the kitchen side. That was honestly, a bit of a stalled push there for the attacking team. They took that bakery control, but were just not able to shoot their way out of it, which resulted in a great round pickup by NWA. Some good headshots, clearing them out and keeping themselves competitive in the match. Chug down a little bit of lemonade. Trying to stay hydrated. Looking at the bans this time, we will see the Mute come off the table. Now that is honestly a bit of a surprise ban because you never really see Mute actually get pulled out. I mean, he's used all the time. He's just never banned.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by
Then the ram. That means that these guys already know vertical will be an issue, and it appears like they really don't intend to hold it. Oh, excuse me. Once more. If you get rid of the ram, I mean, that just means, hey, we're not going to hold up here. We're going to let them have it. And we're not going to worry about what they can send down on us. However, this site setup is typically a vertical hold. And we do see the castle coming out. The extension is being made up top. Finally, we're going to see some vertical action and a little bit of roam play coming in here. Let's just hope that they're able to keep the gunny up on Mod 1.
5 seconds left
And,
before insertion.
I mean, able to at least pick a couple early kills onto him.
Attackers
Turn
are
the game
heading
volume
out
down
to
just a
defuse.
tiny bit. Sounds good, bro. I'll knock it down by 4.5 decibels. So I cannot up my mic anymore. My output is maxed. But I should be just slightly higher than the game volume now. Get over here. We do have Mod 1 now starting up, immediately rushing to take some of this vertical here. Chronic holding a very, very long angle with that DMR. And I know he's praying for somebody to try and cross the head holes. And Smurf will do just that, eating a round directly to the chest. But manages to stay up. That 416 or 417 is just a great DMR. Very, very fast firing. But honestly, it hits like an absolute cement truck. Now Zach knows that that run out is coming. And it does manage to find Eli. But does not finish his kill. And we see a rush down for maybe a res here. And cover's being provided by RV. Thankfully, he's able to find Zach. The res will be coming. Nobody's there to finish it, and you know their team is sitting there going, come on, man, you're a hard breacher. You should not be thirsting after a kill like that. Flipping down here, we got Flick, who has Cigar Lounge control. He's got Castle hard on his right here in the bathroom. And, I mean, these two are going to be battling it out here very, very soon. Especially if Castle learns that Flick is not even paying attention to him. trying to open up some vertical. Castle shotgun now holding close. He is kind of scared here. Eli trying to tap through those head holes now. He's got his own DMR. I believe he has an ACOG on that. He does. So he can pull some long angles with it. He can try and defend across here. And looking at Barker, I mean, he is surprisingly lucky that that gate does not deactivate on him. Raxon is able to get a kill there on a Chronic. A good pick getting rid of the Rewara, sorry. And she really doesn't have time to use much of her utility. What's now coming up here, trying to get aggressive, being sprayed down by Eli. Still does not know about the Castle in the corner, or just does not care to acknowledge him, as he has not yet tried to swing. And Castle lets him run off. Now we got Hefe playing here. Red stairs coming down. RV is chilling in that pillar side, though. Underneath pillar balcony. And he's got two guys right on the other side of his wall. And again, they don't seem too concerned about clearing him. Smurfo will find Flick with a beautiful shot there. Preps up for another beauty. Loth finds RV, though, as he drops down pillar side. And now Smurf is just waiting on somebody to try and come through that hell door into sight. Hefe trying to make his way through. We're going to see these attackers now double up. And they've got to make a push together. Not even try and play refrags. They've got to play kills. Running in, we see Loth go down. No. Hefe finds that kill onto Barker. Runs up, finds one onto Raxon. But Eli's there to shut him down. A great double pick that just does not result in the win that he needed. Kept it very, very close, though. Up to 2-2 on map 1. Like I said, I got a feeling tonight, guys, we're going to see a long game here, as neither team is giving an inch nor a mile. Is NWA won what? Both rounds after rehost, I believe? Yeah. Rehost, then 2 rounds right after that. If they continue on a streak like this, I mean, Mod 1 might have to call a timeout and just reset the mental bearings just a little bit. Loth and Chronic both not looking too hot. Neither is Zach after the rehost here. RV, however, is popping off 3-1. Eli and Smurf up 2-0. Raxon and Barker both breaking even at 2-1 respectively. I mean, that rehost does torch mental on occasion. I don't want to say that could have been what happened, but, you know, especially a double rehost the way that we saw, that's a lot of time burnt and a lot of ways to cool down. Coming back up here upstairs, though, we did see Mod 1 win this on their first attacking trip through here.
Attacker's objective is to
Let's see if they will be able to do it again. Very similar off lineups to what we've been seeing. This team apparently loves to bring Zach on that ace. We got El Jefe playing as the Capital. Chronic, the jack of all trades, the Swiss Army knife, the striker. Loth denying any sort of roam ability here, any sort of pushback to sight on Nomad. Then Flick playing those Grim Bees. Flick is a major point of this attack right now. He has got to stay up, because without him, they lose. I mean, that's a key piece of intel. That will make or break any sort of push that you want to do, especially later in these rounds. We got Chronic, who is now trying to be super aggressive over here on the cocktail side. Repelling through, not really able to find many angles, but they know that he is right there. And I mean, it appears like the Aruni is ready for him. God, they have so many weird names in this game now. Azami, Aruni, Amaru, Rowaru. But the attacking team now trying to set up to push themselves in. Bouncing flashbangs, bouncing grenades. I'm hoping Chronic decides to maybe make a push from this window. A little bit of something to open up the map for his team. Now we do see a large repel force out here on the piano windows. And I mean, nobody's really pushing in off it yet. They got to do something. They are burning their time down. Over about a minute and a half burned. And still no entry even into the building till Jefe drops red stairs. He's now taking some control, swinging through cigar shot. But he's got one just chilling right there with him. That is RV finding him. Loth getting a good refrag on his team. We got Flick repelling in, now rushing up, taking cigar control. They do have a guy, though, behind that shield. And we got Eli playing back inside the freezer with the cameras there. So I'm hoping that those cams become a big point of this defense here, but I'm not sure if they will. Sets an evil eye up now to watch himself. And Flick running up, finding Burger, Smurf finding Lowe's, Zach finding Raxon. It's now Eli and the Maestro trying to defend Freezer, not spraying quite in the right direction he needed to. Now Smurf left in a 1v3, whiffing a lot of rounds here trying to come up there. So we'll see what happens. As he impacts below, lays some damage onto Zach, and he is worried about where the plant's going to be coming. He just doesn't see it. And Chronic will make his way down White and gun him down. Looking like he panicked pretty heavily in that situation. Taking back up White Stairs, you need to take some control of that map. But Mod 1 puts themselves back in lead of this game. And we'll see if they're able to dominate their way to victory. I mean, they've controlled that top floor. Mod 1 has not let up. And where's the button for diffuser did get planted? Last round of the half here. Let's see how they want to split it. I know if you're cheering for Mod 1, you're saying, it's a 4-2 right now. Easy 4-2, easy 4-2. However, do not count out NWA. These dudes have been frying for a good portion of the second half after that rehost. So we're going to see what happens now. I mean, they are spreading out a little bit, taking some good map control. And you gotta love it. Good old shield holding again for the Christmas side.
10 seconds left before insertion.
Lucy back on board as well. Seems like they have a pretty good idea of how they want to continue on holding everything.
Attacker's objective is to defuse a bomb.
Why is my frames dropping so hard? Hey Chad, is there a stream issue right now? Am I lagging at all, or does the stream look good? Or I need someone to let me know. Well, flipping through, it looks like we are going to be seeing a top-down clear here, as they know these guys do not like to hold the verticality. However, they do have Loth playing as the Deimos. Now, depending who you ask, Deimos is one of the best operators for trying to play vertical, as I mean, he just opens up for himself, you know. He finds all he needs to, doesn't even really have to worry all that much about, you know, utility. Losing one clutch drone though, Chronic, his entire arsenal is basically halved. Yep, there's the Mozzie. Mozzie, Mr. Barker getting extremely aggressive here, trying to hold these red stairs down. Now, as he swings up, he does have some players up there with him. That is Flick and Loth, all of them trying to clear out on this reading side. Warden being targeted, and you know he wants to play the verticality up above him. However, there really isn't anywhere he's at. And Barker will run up, find that first pick onto Gridlock. A great one at that, getting rid of him. Before your game is stuttering, by the way. Yeah, I don't know why. But yeah, a great first pick. Love to see it. I mean, eliminating Gridlock, again, she's a good late round operator. Right around now is where her utility starts coming in play. But, I mean, they also have the ability now, with her off the board, flanks are on the table. And I mean, Mod 1 seem to have stalled their push out just a little bit here. Flick coming down on the bar side, going for brown stairs, runs straight into Raxon, feeding him a kill. Raxon now doubling up here with Smurf, thinking that they can be saved by the smokes. However, you are battling a Warden out. Eli is found by Loth, a great pick there. And Smurf knows that there's someone at his door. He is ready for it. Raxon is being targeted and tracked. We see a pick there for Zach as he swings in. A swing coming from Raxon as he pulls a double, then a triple kill out of it. And now he's in a 1v1 against Loth over here on Brown Stairs. His team is probably like, hey, bro, you don't got to do it. He went for the shots anyway. Loth getting the pick there on Araxin, but Barker able to shut him down. And we see a 3-3 half moving into the second portion of the game. And I mean, just what a great setup there. You know, I love that reswing by Raxin coming in here, helping his teammate out. I mean, yes, Smurf did get kind of owned there off that headshot from Zach. But Raxin was right into it, taking him down and just laying some hate for his team. Coming in now, we do have the new set of bands with Mira and Ying immediately gone. Oh my god. Are we going to see the Monty and the Valk get banned? Are we going to see the exact same bands that we did on the first set? I hope so. I would laugh my head off. Your game is stuttering, BTW. Yeah, for some reason, my bitrate tanked down to like 2,000. I couldn't tell you why. But the Valkyrie and Brava now pull. I mean, almost the small, almost the exact bands. I don't know why my bitrate just drops.
Attackers need to locate
Try that,
and
see if that
defuse
helps
as many
out.
bombs as they can.
Use up some stroke on my Wi-Fi. Disconnect some of the things in the house from my phone. And my bitrate climbs back up. So it's either the stuff on my internet is killing my internet, which is a good possibility,
Attackers have located a bomb.
or it's just in-game is killing my internet. One of the two. Either way, my FPS tanks is what I try to cast as well. So something about OBS and just pretty much every broadcasting service just kills it. Flipping in here, back to the game, back to what matters. Upstairs hold coming.
5 seconds.
There are some good holes being made. It seems like Mod 1 is not going to be quite as aggressive with some of these holes. Yet they do have the head holes from back here in the pantry area. And I'm going to assume we're going to have kitchen holes pretty quick. Did I hear a spawn peek? I heard glass break, but I don't see a spawn peek. Come on, guys. The chat wants to see a spawn peek. Give us one. Give us one. The NWA team now making their way towards building. I mean, I'm hoping to see, excuse me, Raxin get in there and get aggressive. Will that be the case? I mean, I don't know. You can rush him, but really, what do you gotta find? Besides maybe Chronic, who's currently playing Hell Door, and he could jump out on the Dokkaebi here, missing the shots just a little bit. Now Dokkaebi has the angle. Hefe is out with her, and I mean, it's kind of a dumb repeat if you keep going for it, but maybe he's just doing it to just annoy him a little bit. Yeah, try and clear that utility like he just did. And Smurf now trying to take a swing battle against, I believe that is Zach. Raxin found by Loth immediately. A great first pick for his team. Because that removes not only one of their top fraggers, but also that Ash, who will take out a ton of this utility here. Especially the Maestro cams and some of these are zombie barricades. Not to mention the damage that he can cause onto the utility like Malusi. Mod 1 currently has the advantage in this game. Or in this round, and we'll see what they're able to make of it. Still chilling with Chronic and Hefe off site. I'd hope to see a piano push coming. Something to start taking some red side control. And Loth is pulled off the board there. A great pick by the Sledge. And in he comes. Now that the zombie's gone, it opens up a world of possibility for your team. And then the Maestro pulled as well. Oh yeah, baby. Here comes the push. Eli dropping down red stairs. We got Smurf trying to clear down below. And Barker helping his team out up top. Now, here's the thing. Chronic is still just chilling in pillar room, trying to watch the head angle. If he is not giving calls, he will not know that the Nomad is down there with them. They hear each other and slam with a headshot. Smurf is taken down. We got RV now clearing up, taking control of the bathroom. Eli still on Cigar Bow. Barker coming through Cigar Lounge. They're ripping as many of these head holes as they can. Here's where the head holes come back to bite you if you're on the defense. Because now you cannot rotate yourself around the site. Hefe, shots coming at him. I mean, he's pretty much got a bait for that reload timer. However, this team is smart enough to reload off of one another. Chronic getting a triple kill there as he finds him, goes for the swing, and Zach finds Eli. Defenders winning round 7 as Mod 1 puts on a masterclass of a defense that round. I mean, only losing one body in it, that's quite the statement piece, if you ask me. Twitch notification. Oh, hey, Deadly, thank you for the follow. So back into it, we're going to be seeing a kitchen-sided push now.
Protect your bombs
And immediately the Blitz is locked in. The Aurora is locked in. Or Romario, whatever. The door chick is locked in. And, I mean, I'm hoping to see that aggressive small big side push like we've seen so much before. But, I mean, it's going to come down to a battle of, is it really worth it? I mean, my answer is yes. If you can take that small bake, if you got the hard breach in hand, do it. By all means, do it. Flipping up, we see Chronic and Jefe on the roam again. This time, their job is even more important than before, as they've got to hold out this top floor. Chronic, come on, hit him with a spawn peek. Come on, hit him with a spawn peek. Everybody wants to see it. We all love some good old spawn peeks. But here comes some main door aggression. Loth now having to get himself up into position to defend against it. Flick is going to be the guy holding Bakery. Again, the Azami, who is always put into suicide holds. And, I mean, anybody who knows Siege knows that is where an Azami will flourish. Somewhere where she can keep giving herself cover, where she doesn't need to, you know, worry all that much. She's allowed to play a little bit afraid. Here comes the Blitz Rush, though, coming in here. Eli taking a great pick there. Loth taken down by RV. And the Bakery Rush is now collapsing in. They only have Zach, who is outside in the hallway, having to try and smoke to hold these guys out. And those doors may be working against the attackers just a little bit now, as they cannot see their way through. Vertical play up above here from, I believe, Chronic, as he is giving it up now, coming for red stairs straight down to where Zach is at. And they have sight control back into their favor, thankfully for these defenders. And it looks like they're setting up to try and pinch in, finding one pick off of it. A great shot. Parker did find Zach. Raxon able to just spray with that LMG. And Jefe is rushed up on by Eli. I mean, like I said, guys, tonight it's just going to be back and forth. And, I mean, NWA is showing that. I mean, anybody who was expecting a one-sided affair, you guys are watching the wrong game. I wouldn't be surprised if this game doesn't go full OT all 3 maps. However, that is the hand that Cafe plays. Cafe is such a both-way map that 3-3 splitting it every direction is normal. There's no side control. There's no side pick that you want. It's all just a 50-50. It's all a throw-up. It's one of them Hail Marys that you don't know if you're going to hit or miss with. Your only hope is that you are a great attacking team for Cafe, though. That way, if you go against one of those goated defensive teams, you're able to hold your own against it. Flipping up here, we're going to have Chronic on the roam. Hopefully it lasts for his favor. A good long-term roam is always amazing. However, as we've seen on that last round, you know, these guys on NWA are not afraid to just hard rush themselves into sight. If they just push through, they can take sight control, and it is theirs in a matter of moments. Eli has live pings right onto where Chronic is, and Chronic is either just not paying attention or just doesn't see the drone. And I got a feeling we're going to see a wall bang because of it. There's some repels going around. Again, they know exactly where he's at. It's a matter of time, right? However, Jefe is there on white stairs. Maybe it is all just a bait attempt. Get someone to come up, get someone to swing him. Jefe goes for the re-swing for the window. Does not see anybody. It is RV out there, though. Chronic eats a ton of damage. Taken down RV with a double kill as he finds Hefe. And now we see Mod 1 back into a 3v5. Same scenario as last round. I mean, again, once again being bit by that roam game. Last game is because they weren't back in position fast enough. This game it's because they both get first picked without even laying really any damage. Raxton, our man who is the LMG crutch right now, I'm not saying that in a negative way. I love a great LMG play. And these attackers are making themselves at home upstairs, trying to open up some walls so they get easier rotates around. Eli's pinging like, hey, we can take this freezer door. And here comes Zach on the rotate up through the gridlocks again. They're making themselves at home, just setting up their traps as they see fit. And we'll see what Zach is able to do. However, Gridlock does have a super cheeky tight angle trying to play against these red stairs. Not something that's easy to combat against. Loathe being pushed around inside Bakery as Zach swings up. Barker is right there shutting him down. Loathe now has got to survive against Eli. However, Barker finds another pick there on the flick. And here comes Smurf running in as Raxton will drop down and find Loathe. The NWA team putting themselves up by another. Oh my god, is that Vizker? Viz, you're alive? Bro, I thought you were like dead or something. Third set of bands coming. Let's see what they bring out. Maestro and Blitz. A bit of an oddity because, I mean, you never really see Maestro played, let alone banned. Blitz, I can entirely understand. He wreaked havoc that one round. He's a hard shield to put up with. But, I mean, I'd almost rather face a Blitz than a Monty because you know a Blitz is going to get in your face. A Monty,
Attackers need to locate and defuse
there's 3 or 4 different ways he could play that. Now setting up here again, once again on that defense. Let's see what they're able to pull. Upstairs hold this time instead of kitchen. I just don't think this kitchens were quite going to work out for the favor of Mod 1. It's not the way that they were anticipating because of some of these hard pushes that we had coming from the NWA team.
5 seconds remaining.
Oh, Eric, thanks for the follow.
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
Come on, Castle. Don't castle that off. Go for the peak, man. That's what we all want to see. We want to see peaks. We want to see aggression. Give us what we want, please. There won't be any. Unless you count Flick, who's currently down in bar. And honestly, I'm highly expecting a run out here or a push out. Some sort of jump out of these windows to try and get the guys off repels. Because that's one thing we've seen these guys doing quite a lot of. Loath finds a great pick there onto Smurf, getting rid of the Grim. A super great late round tactical utility operator, who now will never even have a chance to see what the inside of the building looks like. Flick chilling outside of Bakery. Swung by Raxton. I mean, I don't even know what that one was about. That seemed like, hey man, I'm just going to throw my body this round. And he didn't even care. I mean, I get shooting the drone, but just them standing on it. But a jump out! Double pick there from Loath! Almost the 3K! I mean, you might as well give him it as Raxton gets team killed. Reloading. And Loath makes almost the play of the century. If he could have finished that shot onto RV, things could have been amazing. But needless to say, it was a good play. Bracket link, Eric? I don't have it. Dudley, if you got that, send that to that man. I mean, heck of a play. I'm just still in shock. That's going to be on TikTok later. This attack now, I think that took a lot of wind out of their sails. The absolute just insanity that we seen there. I don't blame them for now being a little bit more hesitant to try and push for this building. Smart plays there to drone themselves in. RV trying to hold this long angle with the L85. Not a bad weapon of choice for this. However, these defenders are set up and locked into where they want to be. No amount of pushing or shooting is really going to flush them out. Besides maybe Chronic, who, give him all the right if he wants to come up and swing. Let him swing. The man has been gunning out with that DMR. And I mean, once again, he's back on it. Zach now prepping a swing here in Freezer. He is being flashed out. Chronic is now smoked off. Hefe is being swung close. We got RV trying to make a play here for the washroom. Hefe finding him. Now Eli left in the 1v3. He's got to clutch up for his team. Pans right over the head of Zach. He's trying to watch his long heaven angle. And that is Diffuser that is down over in bar. Or, piano room. And Chronic will find the heady onto him with that DMR. Just let it ring those shots out. I guess that might have been a chest shot. Looked like a heady in the first glance. As Mod 1 again keeps themselves in this, we're just gonna see back and forth all game. That's it. That's all we're gonna get. That's all we need. Top 8 was to these guys.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Was to these guys. And round 10. Was to those guys. Moving in here now, round 11. This game is pushing way further than I honestly thought it was going to off rip. It is a mid-floor hold. Hope to see the upstairs castle extension. Looks like we are going to see that. This castle extension is something that's become big over the last couple of seasons. Just spreads your defense out a little bit, but it doesn't thin it out. You all cover each other with great crosser angles.
5 seconds to go.
I like what I'm seeing over here from El Jefe. The spawn peek on a pulse. Not too shabby. He does have that new SMG pistol, which we've seen a lot of players absolutely loving. Referred to as the Glock with a switch. And I mean, he is just upping the switch on a lot of people with it. Pulse's pick rate honestly has improved quite a bit, and I'm here for it because Pulse is a great operator and a great utility piece. Smurf now going for into the clear into the building. I mean, just full rushing with that pistol out. Honestly, this pistol is a little bit of a disadvantage against a lot of these SMGs unless you've got the live tracker going, which he currently doesn't. But where's Pulse at when you need him? He's just chilling top white stairs. I thought for sure we'd see that utility out just a little bit. Yeah, that scanner, a great tool to have. And everybody right now is just trying to drone, trying to figure out where the rats are playing at. Little do they know, there are the two upstairs like normal. And nobody left remaining downstairs once Hefe ran away. Hey, what's up, Mix? Thanks for following. Pulse not being tracked and targeted. I mean, Deimos just kind of like, alright, that's not even worth it. Will we see Hefe maybe try and get aggressive on him? Honestly, you've got the live ping. What's it gonna hurt? You can take down a great operator like Deimos, but at the same time, you would lose your Pulse, who is, I mean, kind of that same fill-the-role operator there. Hefe giving live pings now, trying to point out, hey, there's a guy right here. His flashbangs are going around up above. Loth now targeted this time by Deimos, and he manages to get himself back to safety. I mean, bro, you've got that C4. Rip it, grip it, and let it fly. Called it. Pick for Eli, or onto Eli for Jeff. A good one on him, too. Getting rid of the buck, a good verticality piece pulled off the board. We now see these attackers trying to, push their way through aggressively upstairs. Smurf taking a lot of control here. Runs straight into where the castle was just chilling at. He's got Flick up there with him as well. Castle still hiding himself in his corner. And that grenade coming in and getting close. Does not pick him though. Damage traded between the two at least. And now Flick is all by himself up here trying to hold down the top floor. Smurf is taken down. Chronic will find Raxon. Chronic whip to the double kill. It is now just RB's left in a 1v. Finds Hefe. And here comes Chronic, pistol in hand. Looking to maybe put an end to it. And he will with a 3K on that round. As Mod 1 Red now put themselves up to match point. However, if the story has been true so far, we will be seeing, hopefully, the guys on NWA bring a round back in their favor so we can hit OT. Fireplace Hall meeting room, gonna be the next and maybe final location of this map. I mean, don't hate it. They haven't been able to win that downstairs floor yet,
Attackers need
so
to
maybe
locate
this
and
is all that
defuse
they
bombs.
need. Once again, having the pulse on board to try and support that vertical longevity of their players. Now, I'm hoping to see again another room or presence upstairs, but I mean, they don't have the castle, but not like he has much of a requirement for this one. Honestly, you typically don't see him all that often, except for that other top floor hold. Excuse me. Just had to blow my nose. I'm hoping to see a vertical clear coming. Raxon now locking himself into a position to directly counter Jeff. Or GB. But as we know, Mod 1 want to take this round. They want to take it quick. Flick eats a lot of damage there from that window, or at least it should have been. Or maybe we've seen some hit rejections because a lot of those were dead center mass.
Loading new mag! Scanning for electronic device. Identifying jammer. Spotted a bomb.
Top floor now being prepped. I got a feeling we're going to see a red drop here very, very quickly, as they are not going to waste any time. They've got to get in there and they've got to start clearing. And Raxon going to be the first one through the door. First boots in. Starting to make his way across. Jeffe has not pulled out his pulse scanner yet. And Flick eating some more damage here as Raxon hits a quick peek through the long head holes. RV coming down to join. Eli coming down to join. Smurf already in. Barker in there as well. One good C4, no matter where you land it from, could clear this attacker's side, as they are all stacked up on one another. And we see Flick say, you know what, this ain't worth it. He dips himself right out. Coming back up now because he's got to support Loth. Loth is going to be locking down these washrooms now. Praying to God somebody is dumb enough to swing him as he's holding close with that SMG in hand. Down here on the red stairs, though, a bit of a long game battle trying to be played against, I believe that is Pulse and Zach. Chronic still holding those white stairs. Flick and ready to come up and assist. Loth hidden because of his mute jammer, so they don't know he's there unless he was droned, and even at that, it's hard to drone him out where he is. We see Nomad trying to help out and make the play downstairs on that mining room window. Flipping it upstairs, Grim trying to launch his bees. It looks like we may see them abandon this upstairs, instead pull themselves fully downstairs for some sort of attack. But Grim taking one last little swing up here on the new Bauk. And Nomad and everybody else is trying to go below. Eli is found. That is the Grim off the table. Swing coming in here from RV as he is now disrupting the site. Flick will find Braxton. Smurf trying to cover their 6, taking down long angles. Running down the red stairs though, we see, I believe that is Flick. PMR out for Chronic. As Barker will find Flick and Jeffe though. And we see Barker and RV go down. Chronic with a 3K. Another one to end it out. And a diffuser getting destroyed is just the icing on the cake here. Mod 1 pulls the first map of the night in their favor. Great half of the game. Coming back up to me, what's up, y'all? Let me just go fill in the map ban. That way this screen will update for y'all. Mod 1 Red winning that one. And I mean, just a very, very solid team for that cafe play. They played very well off each other, but I'm going to give a big hand out there, or thumbs up? Hands up? Something here to the NWA team. Those dudes managed to stick that game out way, way longer than what I was honestly kind of giving them credit for at the start. They played absolutely beautifully into the hands that they were given. Won a lot of rounds, and I mean, that team chemistry is off the charts. The way that they've just managed to pull some of their comebacks. Those pushes and rotates, like that last round, honestly, I was hoping to give that round here to NWA because of how they positioned themselves. They managed to get in there and get that plant down through some heavy gunfire with the smokes to cover it. They just weren't able to defend once the plant went down. Looks like we might be having a small rehoster server issue. Maybe? Don't know. Yeah, Mod 1 just, I mean, firing on all cylinders right now. Let's see if we can find anybody talking. Excuse me. Alright, sorry, I just had some Twitter threads sent to me that I had to go flip through real quick. Yeah, just overall, both teams came out of there just doing absolutely lovely. I'm going to take a brief intermission, send y'all to go look at the map ban screen till we get this one rolling, and I will be back. Ciao. I think ciao is hello. I don't know what goodbye is. So we're back after that little brief intermission, but just between rounds. Prepping it in for Border. We got everybody for NWA already in and ready to rock. Waiting on Mod 1 to get their last couple players in here. Now, we will be seeing Mod 1 start on the defenses. I mean, they did do some pretty decent defenses from what we've seen on Cafe there. However, I'm really enticed to see how NWA is going to be attacking through here. This is a very, very side-heavy, clear-over map. And if they don't attack it right, things might not go in their favor. So, if we see some good square side control, you got to take that, I believe that is east side of the map. If they're able to take through there and take good control, and then follow up with a good CC push, that top floor should be no issue. And honestly, that is how you hold pretty much every site around this map, is deny that top floor. So, if you're able to lock that in, this map is very, very easy to control if you're on the defensive side. However, if you find that little break in the armor, if you're as the attackers, it is a simple bread and butter map that you can climb through at every opportunity. Now, again, we're just waiting on them to bring these last guys in here. Mod 1, again, these dudes coming off hot. I know that Org is still celebrating that Mod 1 white win in AEL. Great matchup last night. If y'all didn't see it, shame on you. But they played their hearts out. It looks like the NWA team is ready. Let them know that the caster is ready, as we're prepping now to jump in on Border. As soon as we start launching the map, I'll give you guys that quick glamour shot of the map. The only time this map will look beautiful, and let's take a quick peek at it. And we are back into this matchup. Yeah, back where we want to be. We see again a Ying and Mira pulled. I swear, buddy, if we see the Monty and the Valkyrie bands here. Oh, I almost had to throw hands. The Warden is pulled off the roster, off the bench this time instead of Valkyrie. Which, let's see how much our defenders will be abusing it, as Hefe is already on her and ready to go.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Starting it out up here with the Armory Archives hold. I love the Echo plays. You don't see him all that often, but it looks like the NWA team does have a push in mind as Glaz is on hand. Typically that will indicate a rush here for an Archive plant. Something easily defendable. Spam 1 if you like Kai Sinet. Guys, if I see anybody spamming 1, I'm going to ban you. I'm kidding. Kai, I don't care. But I mean, my dog is named Kai. My dog is an idiot.
10 seconds left before insertion.
I didn't see much of the Begathon. I heard a lot about it. I heard it was nowhere near as good as the original ones. And all that this one was just him begging for more and more money. Marvel Eye, bring it on, bro.
Area activated.
The double castle setup here from Hefe is a bit of an oddity, but I really like the way that we see the Jaeger setup for the break room.
Device ready.
That is a kind of more aggressive style hold that we've been seeing a lot of higher level teams in this tier playing at. However, it is a hard rush coming. Eli is already in there trying to get aggressive with it. Smurf on the glass finding picks, and the play is not able to be denied, and it looks already like this may be NWA's round, but Eli is fried down by Hefe from down below. That is a good pick to send this thing in your favor. However, with these guys out on this window, especially that Glaz, this game is a massive, massive challenge. RV able to find Loath, but Flick does find Smurf as the Glaz pulled off the board. I said these key operators are now down. However, on the inside, we do see a repel from the Finka. Not a lot of time left. These guys got to make a play forward. RV's able to find Zach, find Flick, triple kill. Braxton hitting Hefe. As we see a beautiful 3K there from RV to close out round 1, immediately into the favor of NWA. I mean, to choose to go for the for this map, you know, getting stuck on that attack first. So far, it looks like they're enjoying it. Excuse me. There's a bad cough right in y'all's ears.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
But let's see. We're going to see a very, very similar defensive setup this time to what we just witnessed. A fast rush, you know, hopefully to be prevented. And it doesn't look like NWA will be setting up quite like that again. However, if we see a swap off over here for Glaz, it very well could be another one. But rushes almost never, ever work twice in a row. And God, I'm sitting here praying that we don't see another one. Once again, the break room setup is coming.
Barrier deployed.
And we do see a blitz get pulled out onto the board here from Eli. So it is on the table. We could see another rush up here through, or we could see an armory push here. An armory push through with that blitz is just as scary because he can take a lot of map control really, really fast, almost faster than any other operator in this game. And these attackers do have something in plan as we do see a full rotate around from these three who spawned over here. That was RV, Raxon, and Barker. And Hefe and Flick eating a little bit of damage here right off the rip. Not too much to be concerned about. Loth trying to get a quick peek out here onto Raxon, not able to find it. Is now being droned out. As I called it, it will be an armory side start of a push, depending on how they continue on to play this. We got Eli who's prepped and ready to jump in there. Loth live pings all over him. Zach setting up to help maybe swing assist his teammate. And that is RV gunned down as he gets overly aggressive moving forward. Eli now coming in, same spot they just lost a teammate from. And Eli is now going deep, finds the shots onto Loth, getting the down onto him, finds Hefe as well. Zach able to at least try and even the life count up as he takes down Barker. But Zach is now extremely low as Smurf's able to close him out. Braxton up on Sandwich Window getting ready to jump in. They just have to deal with Flick as Chronic is nowhere near to assist in this map. And we got the rush now, first sight coming in here very, very soon. And we may see Flick pull a jump out here onto Raxon. And I wouldn't blame him, however, Raxon is prepped and ready for it. Eli going in with the smokes, going for the plant here, going to be getting it down. They do have coverage there. Flick does find that kill. Chronic running up, just trying to be an annoyance. Denies that plant for another couple of seconds. Smurf trying to spray through, but Chronic finding him. Now Eli taking Flick on in a close push-up match. Chronic coming over to assist. Eli does not have much he can do here. He's making sure there's no live cams on him. Flick pulls his own pistol out because he does not have a whole lot of HP and probably not a whole lot of ammo in that other one. Eli trying to make a play here with this blitz. It's very hard to do in a 2v1. And you see Chronic drop off just to type in chat. That's my favorite part. Mod 1 living up to the reputation set by the Mod 1 white team, where we're going to try and beat you and we're going to talk trash while we do it. The swing coming from Eli, but Chronic is there to shut him down as Mod 1 keep themselves to even in this match. Yeah, Marvelli, I see what you put in chat. I already talked about that a little bit. He is being investigated. Not really something I care to talk about. He's playing in the game. They are doing PC checks on him, and they are doing a monitor watch on him. So we'll see what happens.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Hit bomba, love it. Alright, down here for the bathroom tellers, we do see a nice extension coming here. Zach once again on that Echo with a shotgun in hand. I believe we're going to see a vertical extension as Castle is going up there to self-set it up. I mean, I don't hate it. I love extensions on this part of the map. This has become ever so common, especially in the Pro League scene, to try and hold up here. I mean, there's a lot of low-tier teams who refuse to, who won't even acknowledge that a vertical hold can exist for the bathroom here. But I'm loving the fact that these guys are doing it. Castle on board and everything, helping to set it up. They have a decent extension over with the mute, trying to hold down the fountain side. I got a feeling these guys are not going to give an inch nor a mile. Let's just hope that they're actually going to place the people up here to hold it. Because right now it looks like it might be the mute all by his lonesome. Except for Loath, who is over on these stairs. But he's being aggressed and pushed from his windows. I mean, to be fair, he's giving himself a straight angle straight out of sight. Or out of the map. So of course it's going to get aggressive very early on. But now that he's playing this spot, he has got to keep a hold of where he's at in that east side stairway. Oh, excuse me. But none of his teammates really in a position to help out all that much. Let's see Flick actually give up that verticality that he was holding on to before. Loath now just going to keep chilling over here east side. But again, now he's putting himself into an almost 1v4 situation. He's got drones all around him. And making the smart decision, he appears that he might just be dipping out of there. At least not playing so aggressive onto it like he was. Good setup from him. Still has some control over where he's at. IQ is in. She does find some of these cameras. Does not find all of them though. And they need to start landing some C4s down below. They got 2 in hand. They've got the cameras. They got to make some plays. Loath eating some damage from a long angle away. But he does manage to escape. And now here goes some of these barricades. Ram opening up, trying to open up the floor and pop the other zombies. She will do just that as Smurf is now moving up and in with that SMG in hand. They now have full vertical control, but Eli is gunned down by Loath. The gunner man himself has been hitting some pretty gnarly shots all night. It's all going to become a vertical game here. You know, they've got live pings. RV hopefully going to find and nail Kron through the floor. It looks like he just did that. And there's Loath taken down from a almost pixel angle. I mean, it's a one-way, not really a pixel. But a great shot coming from that Doku DMR. Now the execute is starting as we see the smokes coming. However, Chronic hitting a just nasty little flick in swing onto Parker. Braxton prepping now to drop himself into bathroom. We got RV who's going deep in bathroom, getting ready to start planting this diffuser. And these attackers are looking in the wrong direction, except for Zach, who just cannot get that Echo in position in time. Smurf will find Hefe. And, I mean, that was all on Zach right there. He had to make that play. Chronic up to a triple kill as he does take RV down. It is now just racks it up in offices. All he has to do is deny the plants. And he seems more scared about anybody coming up after him. They've got C4s in hand. They've got to maybe at least bait out this defuse. Do something now as a team. Flick goes and just sprints himself straight up. Doesn't realize where the castle's at. Chronic will be going for diffuser. Echo is there, and defenders will win it off with the defuse going down. In just barely by nothing do they come away with that win. Literally a millisecond later, and that swing would have went off, and we may have seen that one go for the attackers. These guys are just keeping us right at the edge of our seats. I mean, Mod 1, stop. You're going to give me a heart attack. Thanks, Gelgi, for the follow. Blitz and Valkyrie being pulled off now. It seems that they absolutely hated to play against that Valkyrie, and I really don't blame them. It was going as far as bringing Raxon on that IQ that last round, just to make sure that they could get all of them. Oh, I just realized I gotta come into here, scoreboard, give Mod 1 a doink on their side. Coming down here to the server's workshop side. I mean, it's a good hold, but it is, again, it's another one. It's going to rely on this Ella and
Bomb
maybe this
located by
castle
attackers.
staying alive up there, not giving up even an inch of room, because if they take this verticality over the site, it becomes almost a free win for the attackers. As soon as they can take that verticality and they can get that plant down, there is no
seconds
coming
remaining.
back from it. Trying to push yourself back up into there is next to impossible.
5 seconds
Is a
left
feat
before
seldom seen. And I mean, it's all going to rely on how well they manage to keep holding this upstairs. And then, look at how just the chat caught me for a second. Looking at Zach, he is back on that Echo yet again. Let's hope this time he's able to deny a plant with it. I know he was trying those other rounds, but he was not able to find it. We got Chronic here getting a little bit aggressive in the supply room. And hopefully he will find someone as they push up in close to him. Looking upstairs though, we see Eli trying to make his way through parking lot. RV now pulling out the Blackbeard since Blitz is off table. And I mean, Blitz is a great operator, but I think Blackbeard does the job just a little bit better, being that point man. Chronic eats a lot of damage as he tries to escape out of customs. Raxon will find Flick immediately. That is the upstairs pretty much taken. RV now getting in. They have that full vertical control. As I was just saying, this is a hard spot to come back from for these defenders. But Eli goes down outside to, I believe, a swing from Chronic. Chronic now trying to finish his kill, not able to find it. And Eli just says, okay, bro. Like, yeah, I agree with him. That was an angle and a half. Hefe making his way back through, trying to retake some of this verticality. Is not an ideal spot to be in. Loth now coming over, trying to take the security room side. And these guys need to do something to take this back because they have no control over map at all right now. It is pretty much all down to Chronic trying to keep this ventilation room locked down to himself. Loth able to find one pick, makes the rotate over, gets aggressive. However, Smurf is right there to shut him down. We got RV jumping in. Zach T-killing Chronic, but Chronic finding RV. Smurf thankfully getting some of these cameras, maybe trying to provide his team with a little bit of intel that they need. Hefe now has that vertical in his control. I mean, don't get me wrong, Smurf is still out there. But Smurf has got to rush into him. Instead, we're going to see Smurf rush in, drop the hatch, and try to go for a sneaky, cheeky play up onto the counter there. And Zach now has, I believe that is Barker locked in. And as Barker goes to swing Hefe, as Hefe got knocked down, we see a great one from Zach, that SMG doing his job. Going for another swing here onto Eli. Instead, Eli gets a good pick there. And right now, you know, Chronic is kicking himself because that was his earlier kill. That was his down. That could be what turns the tables of this round. The fuse is starting to be planted by Eli. We're going to see Hefe run up there. C4 out. Flips it, but hits it as Eli drops himself over into it. And a great round there from Model 1 as they pull themselves up to a 2-round advantage. And they are starting now to pull themselves away with this game. I got a feeling we're going to see either a 4-2 or a 5-1 split for this map.
Attackers need
It's
to
a map
locate
that plays
and
very, very
defuse
heavy
bombs
into the
and make
defense. I mean, except for whenever you see those one cheeky rush rounds like we seen on round 1. And you know that it's still burning fresh in the memory of Model 1. So they will have the setups for it. However, they're bringing once again the castle extension into break room. Something that we have not really seen them utilize or play out on this stream. I mean, I just love to see it. I see it played so often in, again, these high tier competitive tournaments, these leagues. I don't think I've seen a pro league game do it yet, but I haven't been watching too much.
10 seconds
But
left.
this is the setup I've been loving. You got to do a little bit of reinforcing though.
5
But it
seconds
is
to
super
insertion.
hard to push against. Especially, it helps lock down that command
Attackers'
center for your
objective is to
team.
locate a bomb and
And a
defuse it.
jump out from a zombie, just for some barbed wire. I was hoping maybe to see a spawn peek.
Loading mag!
so far, this attack team does not seem to be pushing too right. I mean, I anticipate that this, I know what they're going to do, but I don't know for certain. RV, though, however, does find a great first pick there, getting rid of the Echo. Again, another late round operator off the board early. We've seen that all game, both sides, no matter which team, no matter which, you know, side of the map they're on. These late round operators just go so quick. I don't know if it's aggression or a lack of the intel for swinging. But we see Loth trying to hit that quick peek there because he can hear. I'm not sure who that is. I want to say maybe Barker, or no, that's Sledge up there on that rappel. That's RV. He can hear him up there and he wants to hit that quick peek. I just don't think he'll be able to. Loth is not being droned out though. And we're going to see a hard command center push in here in a matter of seconds. Except he goes for the window, which his teammate thought was covered. RV is taken out. Great reswing for him. And that is a Sledge pulled off the board. Grenade out for Barker. We got him and Smurf stacked up. Eli is pushing on the south side or east side, trying to come through. And Loth's deciding, hey, I got my pick here, and giving up that position. Again, not blaming him one bit there. I would have too. It's yours, you're out. And we even see them reinforce the left, so there will now no longer be any holds there. These attackers now trying to push their way through this defensive hold. However, Chronic is able to find Smurf. Eli's able to find Chronic though. Back into a 3v3. Braxton up on sandwich window. Smacks Loth right in the face with a B canister, dealing 5 damage. I never knew it did that. He's trying to tuck himself into some safety here. And does manage to slip away. These two attackers now out here getting ready to try and come through the main wall. With the Grim Bees active on Hefe, makes it a little bit harder to push through. Barker and Raxon both finding some kills. It's now down to Loth as he is in a 1v3. But he does have the flank. But Barker is right there waiting on him. Picks the headshot up. And brings his team one step closer to at least 50-50ing this map. You know, if you are cheering for NWA, if you were here to cheer for Space Shoobs, you would be celebrating right now to see that win, and you're hoping they pull it up to a 3-3 split. Last defense of the game here for Model 1.
Attackers need to
and they are choosing to go down here to the bathroom teller's side. I mean, this is a very, very solid section of the map. And again, we've seen them attempt to vertical hold it before, but they did elect to give it up a little early on. Once again, though, they will be putting a ton of utility up into there. Loth, last time he was here, he took a lot of time on those east side stairs, not budging at all with those zombie barricades. Let's see what the castle does, though. It will be another vertical hold. Let's see how the attackers intend to clear them out this time. I mean, once again, Zach back onto that Echo. I thought for sure we were going to see an Echo ban there because he has maintained this operator pretty much the whole game. Not really, I don't think once swapping off him. And again, I don't blame him. Echo is a great piece of utility. Loth looks like he wants to run out here. He does have Eli out there. Eli not even really paying any attention. He's on his cams. That could have been a free run out, except he does have a barricade on him. And you got Smurf droning in there. And they now know exactly what they need to do to clear. Running in, SMG in hand, trying to spring through the wall. Not finding anybody, however, Eli will find Loth. And Raxon is left very, very low. As the Echo letting a couple more rounds rip up, but not able to finish him off. Takes a little bit of damage there. And the IQ up above. Oh, the direct counter to that pulse. It was a great idea to bring her for this round, because you also not only shut down that pulse, you shut down that Echo.
Inserting code. Tracking is active.
And here comes Barker now, getting ready to come into that suicide window. Smurf prepping to drop himself down the bathroom hatch. However, they do have Zach, who is chilling in that one bathroom stall. Jeff is holding a super long angle from that custom side. And Zach will be gunned down by Rax, and a great pick from him through the hatch. You see, that verticality is what makes or breaks this game. Finding another kill, that time on the Flick. And here comes the drop down. We see RV now taking himself into sight, going for Plant. Smurf is taken down. Planter is going down. And Jeff really not in an angle to deny it. Eli is guns down Chronic. And Jeff just not able to find RV. A flawless attack here for NWA. As they pull up that 3-3 split. I mean, I was saying it. Both teams are just back and forth here all night tonight. Now it's going to be a battle of who has the better attacking night. I mean, I thought it was going to be a defensive battle, but so far it's looking like these attacks have been king. And we could see all 3 maps. I wouldn't hate it. I'm definitely not going to love it. I mean, tomorrow I'm going to regret that because I got to work early. But I got a feeling we're going to see a 3rd map here tonight. Why does the game keep doing this? It just drops for no reason. On the bans list, the Monty is gone, the Mira is gone. I'm expecting a Ying and a Valkyrie ban. Ying and Castle ban. For Model 1, that Castle is a great idea because he is one of the most played operators on Border. So I don't hate it. I really love it. There's a lot of teams I know of, like Malevolent, for example, who have had to build multiple strat books based around the fact that Castle is such a common ban on this map.
Attackers need to locate.
I don't blame them one bit for getting rid of Castle, because if our defending team now, NWA, if they don't have that multiple strat book mentality, this could end very, very badly for them. Now, setting up again for the upstairs hold. I mean, it's a great idea. I honestly really do like the way they're setting this up so far. Without the castle, though, you lose some of the ability to play over for the command center
10
side.
seconds to go.
It's so useful for that. So I got a feeling we're going to see a lot of
5
utility,
seconds to insertion.
more or less focus into the actual sites and maybe
Attackers'
holding
objective
into
is
this
to
office
locate a
side.
bomb and defuse it.
They do appear to be setting up for a rush plant. And this attacking team, I don't know if they're actually going to go for that. They do have the Aurora on board, as well as a Deimos. So there's a lot for them, to make aggressive plays here. Those doors coming down, or is it Romario? Her name, it's Aurora or Romario? I think it's Romario. I think Aurora is the new frag punk operator that for some reason is just stuck in my head. We see Jeff from Mod 1 just going in and getting aggressive, immediately taking control of that security room. He's got Chronic right on his back. Flick is downstairs, shotgun in hand on Deimos. He's trying to open some things up. I'm hoping to see him play some vertical with it. However, what sucks though is they do have that mute on board. And that mute is almost a direct counter, as direct as you can be, to how Deimos plays. Zach, however, unable to actually kind of soft reach this wall open the way that or hard reach this wall open the way he'd want to. And with the shutdowns coming from these doors, we see Model 1 are going to be kind of direct taking for the armory side. Smurf is down. A good play there. Where did he get down by? I couldn't tell you. I believe it might have been a vertical play. But they are slowly opening up and making their way through. Again, trying to pull themselves into armory. But a smart play to door off your one swing. But RV's there, and RV gets the better angle. Taking Chronic down. We see a ping come out onto Valkyrie from Deimos. And it's right above him. Now, is he going to be able to find it? That's the question. Flick just kind of spraying some rounds up and through. Not able to. But leads him right into where Hefe is at. But Zach getting taken down. A refrag there from Eli. A great one at that. Getting rid of that heart breacher. I mean, he's out of utility, yes, but doesn't really matter all that much. And a down through the floor. Loth is very, very low. Eli being finished by Hefe. Now we're into a 3v2 situation. The defenders stacked up near Africa. We got Loth playing out here on the sandwich window. And Flick, I believe, will be repelling in from main wall. Him and Hefe going to make that push together, hand in hand. Loth has got to make the play here. Flashes out. The Warden is still standing, though. I mean, if it's not called, hey, it's a Warden, you're going to put a lot of faith in, hey, we're being flashed in. But they do throw the smokes. Swing, and Hefe finds his 3K. But Raxon is there to shut him down. Flick will go to pick Diffuser. Going to be starting to try and plant here. But, again, you're planting against a Warden in smoke. But Flick is there with the revolver. 44 Vendetta to even this up. And put Model 1 one round up ahead. What a great play by Mod 1 to make some adjustments on the fly. But I thought for sure NWA was winning that round based off of positioning alone. They had the better spots. That Warden being up was a key piece of utility, especially that late in the round when all these attackers were trying to burn some utility to make their lives a little bit easier. Excuse me.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Once again, we'll see this NWA team going back upstairs, but Smurf will be playing as a Capcan tonight. I think first time we've seen Capcan almost all night. He's a great operator for border because there's a bunch of small random doors all around this map where his utility plays in great. So if he's able to go set it up in just in random spots like what we see him doing right now, the randomness of these Capcans, if they're not called out or droned out, they could lead to some great picks later on, or just a lot of damage for these attackers that could just go unanswered.
Swapping mag!
Mod 1 wasting no time. Chronic already just trying to rush up, trying to take control of that break room, and he is just instantly in without even a care in the world. Starts swinging, dealing a lot of damage there to Raxon, eating a ton of damage himself. And, I mean, after the shots go out, he just drops himself right back. They do have a Fenrir on board, and that Fenrir is going to be ultra annoying. Raxon has got to stay up here. He's in a key pivotal position for his team to try and hold down that office. And will we see the Capcan run up and get aggressive? That is a very, very good possibility. Flick playing down below with the Deimos in hand. And main wall is not only muted, but will be getting bandit tricked. That is a major kick in the pants there for Zach. That is almost something you need to call out and swing off of. Repel in from him, though. And where is the drones at, people? He could have wallbanged Castle 3 times over. No, he couldn't have. That's a hard wall. But knowing now that that's a hard wall, again, another thing, it just needs to be calm to the team. You can get the trick off. Raxon trying to come up here and lay some damage, but Chronic is able to find him. Little angle there, and it does pay off. And Flick is now in with his own shotgun. Takes one, takes two, pulls the pistol, downed by the Capcan, though. Him and Capcan now cuddling in that office together. It is just Barker running up to finish this kill. Eats a ton of damage there. Will he be able to get the revive off is the question. RV is trying to hold down the office the best that he can. And here comes Chronic just going in, finishing that kill onto Smurf. RV finds Chronic, and we'll see Zach going for the plant. Hefe having to cover, and Loth finishing RV as Model 1 puts themselves up another set of rounds over NWA. I mean, the aggression there did just pay off in the favor of Model 1 Red. So far, their attacks have looked pretty intense. They've gotten in everywhere they've needed to. And will we see them go back upstairs? I mean, that is like an ego thing, you know. A lot of teams do it. They lose twice upstairs. They think the third time will be the charm, and they pull it again. It looks like, though, NWA making the smart move here. We'll be going for the propellers back and hold. Now, you need to be careful because if you lose this round, you lose your safety net. That could be the end of the night. It is best of 3 here. Model 1 Red is up a map. You lose a round, you put them on to game point, match point, night point. So you got to win this one. You got to maintain that safety net, and you got to make the comeback. Pretty solid setup that we've seen here so far. And I'm loving a little bit of verticality that we might see here, but honestly, I don't think we're going to see very much of it. However, Eli once again playing as this Fenrir. We got the Malusi up and on board. I think Fenrir might have been something that they were pocketing until the do or die moments. However, there is still another ban phase coming up. So if Eli does make some big money plays with this Fenrir, they could lose him for the rest of maybe even the whole night, depending how this game goes. You know, if you're pocketing him because you like him, not a great time to be playing him. We're in the do or die moments. We see Model 1 immediately trying to take control upstairs in that break room. And Loth just going in and getting active, finding a double pick. Nice ones too as he makes his way up through vent. Nobody else was even in the map. We still had guys out in spawn for Model 1. It didn't matter all that much. Loth said, hey, I need the KD boost a little bit. Gave himself 2 more notches on the belt. Our last 3 defenders chilling down here in the bathroom workshop server side. Now, Mod 1, they are trying to take this verticality. It is all theirs to control, but they don't have really anything to open it up with. Loth just, wow, spraying a little bit, man. And Barker finding some good shots up here on the Hefe, getting rid of the gridlock, and making his way back down now towards site. It was a good rotate up, even if it is only 1 pick. It now confuses these guys, makes them rewrite that strategy of how they were pushing, how they were holding just a touch. Zach is really, really concerned, but I don't think he knows the guys he needs to be concerned with are standing right next to him. Barker throws the C4, misses him though, just by the skin of his teeth. Raxon and Smurf both stacked up down here on this bathroom side. Flashbangs going out, do not land. Barker is still trying to hold with his life. Loth has that vent control. Zach now trying to open up some verticality, and will get themselves an opening into sight. Flick will find Raxon. Barker found by Chronic. Chronic now trying to get in there, trying to get active. Surf going for a swing, but Smurf does not hit it. He's now locking himself into a 1v4. And Flashbangs hitting, not able to land the shots, does get himself back into cover, trying for the wall bangs, but Loth is just there, hitting the headshot onto him. Mod 1 putting themselves now up onto game point. What is our last little thing? I believe this was the Loth walk-in. It was. He went in almost uncontested. A quick run in and double pick, I believe. Not even a care in the world. Just jumps in, finds Eli, then takes RV. I mean, you can't let him get away with that. That is just way too crisp and clean. Last set of bans coming out. We see the Ace and the Valkyrie going. I mean, the Valkyrie ban is a bit of an oddity here, but I don't blame them for it. The Ace ban, that is entirely understandable. They hated how he was able to get sight open from up above. And we see Zach say, okay, ban my Ace, I'll just play Thermite. Yo, boy, it's your boy Bagel. Bro, why are you saying
Attackers need to locate
W
and
Kai
defuse as
Sinat?
many bombs as they can.
What does Kai Sinat have to do with my stream? This is Siege, good sir. I don't think he's ever even heard of the game, let alone played the game. I ain't out here begging for subs, although they would be appreciated. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. So, top floor hold here. All eggs are in the basket. What will we see the NWA team do? I mean, this is where it is to play for. This is where it all matters.
Attackers must locate and defuse a bomb.
I was right.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Make it both eyes, Dave. We have unfinished business.
We do see a 3-man attacker spawn now here, trying to make their way through. And I was almost thinking we were going to see that quick rush that we've been watching the whole time through break room. But it appears that Chronic may have given that idea up just a little bit. However, he does have a Legion on his east side stairs. Hits him with a little bit of damage because of the utility on the map, but I honestly don't think he even knew about that. And Raxon already eats a little bit of damage here. Window spray coming at him. Zach trying to make a play now here. Coming in, getting aggressive, making his way through. Great crouch level idea, man. It keeps you from being shot in the face. And he is now setting up to try and watch across east side. Hefe droning it out. Here comes Chronic now coming in right behind him. Flick downstairs with the Deimos yet again. And I love to see that play style. Using the Deimos as the verticality. And no Kylo, it's my end. For some reason, my bitrate keeps tanking down to like 2,000. Chronic finding a great shot there onto Eli. And we'll see Zach try and pull this wall. And the EMPs are out from Hefe. Wall is being ripped open. Barker finding Chronic. He is trying to maintain his team's viability in this game. But Thermite does get the main wall open. And he is playing as a Warden, so that flashbang is almost entirely useless. RV, though, does get a good shot there onto Flick. Coming up here. Now, we see, for one of the first times in a couple of rounds, the guys over on NWA do have advantage. As Loth is taken down by Barker. Barker up to a 2K this round. Zach trying to hold, missing the head of Warden by a millimeter. Smoke canisters out and everywhere. And Hefe now with Zach. They're playing a little bit more defensively than what we've seen this Model 1 red team play all night. Prepping now for the swing up main stairs. They're trying to bait it in. Looks like Hefe may try for this swing here on the RV. Sprints right past them. It's all a game of let's watch and see what these guys do. I mean, it's not a bad idea for these late round rotates. Hefe jumps straight in, though. Finds that pick on RV. He does lose Zach, though. A great pick for RV there. Giving his team an almost definite win con now. And Hefe eats a ton of damage from Smurf through the wall with a shotgun. Bro is not beating the allegations. I had to make the joke, I'm sorry. Snooze the ads once again. Last time I can do it tonight, guys. Hoping that they're shut off. And we see Mod 1 taking a pause now. Maybe they're just sitting here to talk it over. You know, hey, we just dropped a round. Need to get our bearings right. But I don't know if that's the perfect time to do it. It's only one round. You still have your safety cushion there. Just keep rolling. Is it possible to have caster aura? I don't know, bro. That's something you gotta ask to the greats. Like, you know, Bianca or Siege Double Shot or the people who've been doing it longer than I have on bigger stages than I have. Sinnoh, that man, I mean, he's one of the goated few. He'd be one to talk to about aura, because I don't have it. I'm just here being me, dog.
Attackers need to locate and defuse
Those guys, though, they're the ones who are, I mean, just leagues beyond me, man. Hats off to them. I want to get there maybe one day. For now, I'm just enjoying where we at. So, with a bathroom tellers setup coming, we see the guys over here on NWA hoping to maybe pull around in their favor. Is this OBS Studio? Yeah, Kylo, it is. We'll just flip down here. Let's keep an eye on RV. He has Zombie, because the zombies always get played into suicide positions that are great holds. We got Hefe, though, on the blitz. Flick ripping up at that D10 wall with the Ash. I got a feeling we're going to see a hard rush coming from these attackers. Honestly, I want to see Loath right in behind this blitz going. I want to see these guys take and crash across map. I don't think the defense will be quite ready for it. Chronic, though, is setting up on east side balcony with that Osa. It seems like he's just going to maybe play a little bit of map control here. FA now taking D10. He's got Loath right on his 6. But they do have Eli, who they've got to deal with, and they've got to deal with him quick. Trying to smoke off that other side. They're pushed through. And they do get it. Main's cleared now. Running in for customs. Here comes the blitz, the choo-choo train himself. And Chronic is taken down immediately by Eli. A great pick for their team. These dudes are doing everything they can to keep themselves in it. If we see Model 1 Red sell this lead here, I will be thoroughly shocked because they have put so many rounds into building it up. But as Kylo always puts it, on any given Sunday, I mean today is a Monday, anything can happen. Flick paired up here with Hefe. They're going to now clear up stop. And that is the blitz now trying to get in there. Flick finding that kill on the Barker. And we see Hefe now trying to chase, maybe down hatch. I wouldn't be surprised if we see that blitz hot dropping. Doing something to get in there. Taking some control. However, RV is right there in the way. He is somebody who's got to be pulled out of here. And Smurf is taken down by Loath. Hatch is being opened up above by Zach now. Model 1 is currently leading that charge. And we see Loath. He sees that as zombie. He knows where she's at. Giving his team the live pings, but he doesn't know Eli's playing close. Eli gets that kill. Runs out now. Bottom metal stairs. Has a lot of map control now to work with as he's starting to rotate around. Zach up above finds RV. Everybody on this attacking team playing upstairs. Eli is now rotating up to assist. 13 seconds left. They've got to go make a play for defuse. Down drops the thermite. Eli is taken out though. C4 from Raxon up to a 3K. Clutching it up for his team. It is Flick left now in the 1v1 for the game. Flick hits the shots. Model 1 wins the night. As we say good night to everybody. GG. What a stellar round right there. Flick being absolutely goated to close that game out for his team. I mean, that was what, a 2-second clutch to win that thing? Something you don't see very often at all. But to everybody here, I'm just going to say thank y'all for coming out. Thanks, Ichor, for bringing me out. It was a great night. So let me go count that as a map finish win for Model 1. And, yeah, thanks, everybody. It was an awesome night. I hope to do some more games here. Hopefully, maybe get to use the Ichor casting stage a little bit that they got set up with a little bit of production, I believe. But until next time, I'll see y'all around. Stay classy with it. Yeah.